Good afternoon and welcome to the Spot Desk summary video on Friday the 31st of August. Just a quickie today. We are from next week going to be doing this again every day. This week's been a little bit sloppy for me. I had Monday and Tuesday off due to birthday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I've had a lack of screens. I've been looking at 4-hour charts. I've been looking at 60-minute charts. I've not really had a clear direction on anything. I'm more of a slightly shorter term trader, but I found now that looking at my charts in this way, where I can see the bigger picture, the daily, but I can also see my 4-hourly and my hourly and my 15-minute all in one. I think I found myself a nice little happy medium, so we should get quite a few selections, I'm hoping, out of next week. Okay, now let me just run you through the notes very quickly of this morning. Talking about the daily trend, still hanging in there, isn't it? Just below, where's my cursor? Just below here, you can see that I've got my daily 50, my daily 20s there, and this is my 4-hour 20 curving round. So it's all still in the correct order for that short, albeit it does have a little bit of support in its way around about that 78.30 level there. You can see the low of the 29th or the 30th and the low of this Tuesday, I do believe it might have been. That's just propping this up a little bit at the moment. Looking forward to this coming down to testing again if it can break through this current level here. It's 78.85, but we're talking about the daily trend still being down. I know a lot of the banks are talking about people who are short of the dollar are going to get stung, but there's no evidence of that at the moment. So we're still trading what we're seeing. We're going with the trend. Talking about the Dow moving up 100 points yesterday. Oil made up the $4 that it lost on Wednesday. It wasn't really a great deal of, nothing that stands out to me and says, right, got to start buying these dollars. Okay, we spoke about the 4-hour trend, still positive, not for long. Here you can see my 4-hour CCI crossing over now into the negative territory. It's just really balancing. You can see on that 4-hour 50 moving average, and that's the only thing at present. It's the same as the 200 on the 60-minute chart. So that's 60-minute 200, or that 4-hour 50, exactly the same beast. Just needs to power through there. Then we're going to get a retest of that 78.30. Surprised this hasn't gone. We did say the 15-minute trend was down this morning, and it was. Completing for the first time this week the 4-timer, downtrend on the 15-minute, downtrend on the 60-minute, downtrend on the daily, and a downtrend on that 4-hour, okay, which is just about coming through. But what we did mention was at this time of going to press this morning when we made the notes, we were a little bit oversold, wasn't sure that it would just punch straight through there. Said a retracement back up to the 79.20 level, as you can see with that purple line, was probably going to be the way forward, and it just sort of missed that by 1 pip. Went up to 79.19. So with that in mind, looking at this pulling back, then looking at it falling through, we've taken a look and gone for our old mate the Swissy. Now I've got to apologise on this, and I'll explain the reasons behind that shortly. Okay, but here was the level I was looking at. 5 digits now after the decimal with ODL. A little bit confusing, but 108.40 was the level. Can you see that little spike through there? That's what's kicked me in just there, and I've actually had to hold this through a little bit of pain. Now here comes the apology time. We specified dollar Swiss will be my position of choice through the 108.40 level, targeting 107.30 down here, okay, and a stop 10 pips above the daily pivot. Now the daily pivot's down here, as you can see, the DP is about 88, I think, or 91 or something like that. 81, 87, 108. No, sorry, 108.76. Let's just put my cursor over here. Daily pivot 108.81. So you stop 10 pips above. There's 91. Okay, so you held in the trade. However, due to a typo on the notes, Dollar Swiss will move by position of choice through the 108.40 level, targeting 107.30 and a stop 10 pips above the daily pivot of 108.65. Now, why I've gone with 65, what it meant to be was 108.95. 65 would be down here, and it wouldn't actually be 10 pips above the pivot, it would be like 15 pips below the pivot. So a little error there. Apologies for anyone that's taken the levels opposed to the text, the figures, should I say, opposed to the text. Now you can see it's not really doing much. It's popped back through, has started to fall, is starting to fall. All we're waiting for now for confirmation is that dollar index to start powering home down through here. We've got not only our 60-minute 200 stroke 4-hour 50, we've also got DS2 down there and our weekly pivot. So it could be a bit of a beast, but once it gets through there, if it gets through there, it's going to go. So holding that Swissy trade at the moment, just going to let that run, see what happens. There was also mentioned looking for better entry points on long euro, long sterling, Aussie, Kiwi, short Swissy and CAD. So I mean, whether anyone's taken those, I didn't put any figures in there because that's just what I'm looking to do. I'm not going to specify to everyone that you just jump in long of dollar or short of dollar and every other beast around it. It's really not worth it. In my opinion, this was the best looking one this morning, so I've stuck with that. Just going to give one or two a day. If there is two opportunities standing out, then we'll do that. If not, it would just be the one. But we'll see you on Monday for that. If you do want the template, please give me a shout. In fact, yeah, give me a shout. It's, let me just text that in there, Zach at fx500club.com. Alright, as a size 14. There you go, ZAK at fx500club.com. I'll send you out the chart template. Have a good weekend all. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.